Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. SWIATEK versus Camila Osorio Serrano. We are going to be doing a play-by-play commentary for this midnight match. Well, midnight in the UK, but of course, early morning in Australia. SWIATEK, the world number one, will be going up against the Colombian Camila Osorio, and I'm looking forward to this just because SWIATEK had a pretty tough test in the first round against Niemia. It'll be interesting to see if she's able to have a more comfortable victory today or whether she might have some similar issues. We'll see. She has an 87% chance of winning, according to Emphasis, before the match has started, which is interesting as well. They haven't played each other before in the past, so SWIATEK will be a massive favorite for this match, but she also might not know 100% what to expect from her opponent. So interested to see she's donning the white top, quite similar to one that she wore last year, and some grey shorts. Actually, that's new. I mean, doesn't normally wear shorts, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, we're about to get underway here. It is SWIATEK versus Camila Osorio. And the world number one will start us off. Well, here we go. There you go, SWIATEK starting off proceedings here. And she starts off with a first serve into the forehand of Osorio, and that does go into the net. So a good start from the Polish player, and world number one. Of course, looking to win her first ever Australian Open. It's one of the Grand Slams that's missing from her collection, that and the Wimbledon trophy. So I'm sure she'll be looking to add both of those to her collection this year if possible. So let first serve. So what's going to be interesting as well is mainly seeing how she's striking the ball. I felt like there was maybe a little bit of lost timing in periods in her first match, and maybe not quite as sweetly striking the ball as we have come to expect in the last year. Anyway, good serve out wide into the backhand of Osorio. Good into out forehands from SWIATEK. Then coming forward, and then goes into in, and Osorio not able to lob. SWIATEK actually approaches the net. It is 30 love. You can see she's really continually working on that serve, trying to make it as efficient and effective as possible. 30 love. So out wide is close to being an ace. She goes for the short slice serve out wide from the deuce side. It is out, however, so second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of Osorio. Good return right into the corner. Massive into it. Wow, massive cross-court forehand though from SWIATEK. Whips it with a deadly angle. And it wasn't a bad return at all. I thought it was a very good return on the stretch, right in the corner. SWIATEK though quick to her forehand side and explodes cross-court with the forehand. And Osorio barely able to get a racket on it. I think it was also probably a surprise to her how well SWIATEK redirected that. Serve into the body from SWIATEK, forehand in the middle, massive forehand cross from SWIATEK, and the forehand from Osorio goes long, and a very comfortable hold to love to start off proceedings here for the world number one. So I guess the question is she going to cruise through this match as many people would expect it to, and as she has done for the past, whatever it is, 6 to 8 months to 9 months even in a lot of these matches, or is she going to potentially struggle? Now, I think she might be back to her old ways, if I'm being honest with you, and completely cruising through this. We'll have to wait and see, but it's a good start anyway to hold to love. That's, of course, a promising start for the Polish superstar. SWIATEK has been very, very good, of course, in the last year, and she is the woman to beat on the tour. And 90% of you have gone for Iga Świątek. Also, remember to that like button and do subscribe if you are new as well. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. So that wide from Osorio, massive forehand cross from Świątek, then back on the stretch is into the net. So good start from Osorio, really good forehand down the line there. Brave choice, but the right choice. She had the chance to step in. It was a good angle found from Świątek, but not deep enough in the court, and Osorio read it nicely, putting Świątek in an uncomfortable position. That forehand cross from Świątek is firing early here. Keep an eye out for that. I think she is going to win quite a few points with that weapon. So let's second serve for the Colombian. Here we go. Second serve into the forehand. Forehand in twin from Świątek. Great depth. Then goes into out. Great depth again. Then goes into out again. Backhand from Osorio. Very solid from the Colombian. Backhand from Świątek's deep. But again, Osorio sticking with her. Forehand to forehand here now. Goes down the line. Wow. Beautiful. I have to say, the way that she was able to defend her backhand corner, the Colombian, was very impressive. Some really good, deep, penetrating ground strokes, even from Świątek right into the corner, and Osorio managing to somehow stick with her and then forehand on the line for 30 love. But Świątek seems to be hitting the ball pretty sweetly early doors here, which is a good sign if you are a Polish fan or a Świątek fan or a Yazda Iga fan. Second serve here, though, for Iga to have a look at 30 love on the Colombian serve. Second serve forehand from Świątek right at the field. Osorio, great 1+ shot to even get anything on that slice from the Colombian. Massive into forehand from Świątek. Great defensive work here. Again, goes forehand cross, short angle found, then goes down the line. Osorio on the stretch, really making Świątek play. Oh, beautiful overhead from Świątek on the stretch. And I have to say, Osorio is a little pocket rocket. She is just working for every single shot, and she will, by the looks of it, really go to the ends of the earth to try and win. So interesting. Anyway, it is 30-15. So, backhand cross from Świątek, slice from Osorio is short. Little approach shot from Świątek, backhand smash. Still not put it away though. What defensive work from Osorio, but in the end, she does succumb to the pressure. Świątek goes down the line with the backhand, approaches the net. Osorio does find the netting, so 30 all. There you go, 30-all. Osorio goes into the net. So second serve for Swiatek to have a look at. This is a massive point for her to potentially open up early break point here. Second serve forehand down the middle from Swiatek, then goes cross the court again. Forehand to forehand here. Into out goes Swiatek. Wow. Mistake from the Polish player. Finds the net. So that means we are at 40-30 and game point to the Colombian. Swiatek just snatching at that forehand a bit early and puts her hands out to say, what are you doing? No need for that. No need for that. Osorio goes into the forehand. Forehand here. Massive forehand from Osorio. Swiatek goes down the line though. Beautiful hitting from both women. Backhand on the line from Swiatek. Then goes... Oh... Doesn't have to because Osorio's ground stroke goes long. Lexi says, hello, Fazan. Hi, Lexi. Oh no, Osorio. Oh no, why? What's wrong with Osorio? Your favorite player? She hasn't got broken yet. See, Rafa seems pretty keen on breaking straight away. Oh, good set out wide. Oh, slice from Osorio backhand. Great backhand cross from Swiatek. Then goes forehand defensively down the middle. Forehand on the line from Camila even. Osorio is missed. So advantage and early breakpoint opportunity here for Iga Swiatek. Massive opportunity here for the world number one. Here we go. Osorio serving breakpoint down. Oh, first serve doesn't make its way in. So second serve coming up. Into in forehand from Swiatek and backhand to backhand. Oh, what a miss from Osorio. She tries to go for broke with the backhand on the line. Very impatient, doesn't need to go that early. And she does find the net. It's a very tough shot to try and execute from that angle. I'm not sure why you tried to, but in the end, it could prove costly for this set if she doesn't have two love. So she has broken. Now the question is, can she consolidate that break, Iga Swiatek? First serve goes in, forehand from Osorio across court, then forehand down the middle is out. Yeah, you can tell it's gone long. Just a little bit too much length on that forehand. And an intriguing start to this second round match. Swiatek dominating how a lot of people may have expected her to. So that wide slice from Osorio Internet. She needs to find a way to combat the first serve. She's struggling to make many first serve returns here. (168 kilometers per hour is her last serve. That's like 110 miles per hour, I want to say. Serve is done to backhand from Osorio's in, forehand. Slice forehand from Pagula. From Osorio. And goes into the net. So Swiatek is 40 love up here. And total points 1. 12 for Swiatek, 3 for Osorio. So she's really struggling here. Swiatek is feeling Oh, down the tee goes Świątek. Down the line this time. Comes to the net. Volley. Interesting tactic. Oh, she gets past. And that won't help her development at the net because that may put her off. The approach, maybe not good enough, if I'm being honest with you. I think Murray's come forward and, if he's expected someone else after. But yeah, Osorio and Świątek here. Świątek serving at 40-15. She got 2 game points. Goes that wide. Oh, forehand into the net from Osorio. That does mean she does consolidate. She's 3-love up. Could there be some sort of bakery item on show today? Are we going to see a breadstick or a bagel or some sorts of other baked good that she serves out to the lucky guys on the other end of the court? Right, so we're going to find out. La 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 la. Right. Right, okay. So the big question is going to be, can Świątek carry on this onslaught? Because at the moment, she's looking pretty imperious, honestly. She's looking pretty imperious. Osorio started off okay. She was playing some decent tennis, and then she's just fallen away a little bit. So that wide forehand from Świątek is not in. Doesn't matter though, because the serve was out. Second serve into forehand. Świątek forehand to forehand. Down the line goes Osorio. Backhand to backhand now. Backhand on the middle from Osorio. Forehand from Osorio is good into the corner. Forehand from Świątek is massive. Tries to go for a break with the big backhand on the line. Misses it. So she is now at 15-love. Lexi says it's so early for Zan. Well, it's not so early, Lexi. It's so late. I was actually I was thinking outside because for day 3 this is, right? So it goes down the middle of the box, backhand cross from Świątek, then goes forehand into win. Forehand from Osorio down the line. It was well struck, but just long. So 15-all. I was thinking actually, do I go for this one? Because for day 3, unfortunately, there's 4 of us commentators and everyone was unavailable apart from me for today. Pat's actually at the Australian Open, so he won't be able to do anything. Ash is at university. Hassan's at work, tied up with work. So it was just me, and I was like, okay. All good serve down the tee from Osorio, backhand on the line. Forehand down the line from Świątek, backhand cross from Osorio into the net. It is 15-30. So Świątek is just relentless right now. So yeah, I was thinking, do I do this one or do I do Nadal? And Nadal's at 3 a.m. obviously, and I was like, you know what? Maybe do Świątek. She might clean up pretty quickly, knowing her, and then I can get a pretty decent night's sleep, hopefully, and then be ready and fresh for day 4 to do. I would like to do some more. I'd need to do some serious previews as well. Like, I haven't done as many match previews as I'd like so far at the Australian Open, and also a couple of post-match analysis videos as well. Obviously, we've got the day roundups as well, which we've been doing. But anyway, 2 break points here for Świątek. 15-40 and 3-love. She's just cruising through this so far. Osorio's not a bad player. You can see she's a pretty sweet timer of the tennis ball, but unfortunately just maybe a little bit inconsistent. Well, then saying that, she serves up a good second serve into the forehand Swiatek, who flicks the forehand into the net. And that does mean one break point is saved. But yeah, so we'll see. But there's some positive signs for day 4 as well. We should have some, hopefully, multiple streams for that, is the idea. Serve clips the back of the service box from Osorio. Backhand cross from SWIATEK. Forehand, wow, from Osorio is absolutely blazed the into-out forehand from Osorio. That's beautiful. That's really good. Having a look again. Yeah, really good from the Colombian. She does save both break points. We're at juice. Lex says, early in the morning, I woke up to get something and then I saw a lot of YouTube alerts. What time do you normally go to sleep, Lexi? Good start out wide from Osorio. Forehand here. Oh, she made that. Oh, I thought she made it. She is crunching the forehand in the last few points. I thought she made that, but she's just missed it. So SWIATEK is now advantage up again. She's got a third breakpoint opportunity. Lexi says, were you able to sleep for some? Patrick is just making excuses to watch the match live. Yeah, he is. He is. I mean, Sin is his favorite player, so I was hoping he'd cover him maybe. But anyway, backhand cross from SWIATEK, slice from Osorio, forehand on the line from SWIATEK, then goes forehand into out. Slice again from Osorio, forehand into out from SWIATEK again. Slice again from Osorio is long. So she does break. Osorio just, she's showing like some really good tennis in spurts, Osorio, but just way too inconsistent, too many errors. And Annie says, need a serious relationship. Well, good luck with that. I hope you find one. It's definitely a bot, isn't it? Lexi says, why is Osorio playing this bad? She almost beat Layla last year in the finals, right, of Monterrey. Very good, Lexi. I'm liking the tennis knowledge. Yeah. She's not playing. I mean, you can see why she's a good player, the way that she strikes the tennis ball, as I was saying earlier, but just a little bit inconsistent, I think, Lexi. And in terms of her I think, decision making, it's not the best. She sometimes goes for high risk shots when she shouldn't, and she's not particularly in the best rhythm. But yeah, I think it's more to do with the decision making more than anything, honestly. Like it says, same time past 12 p.m. Okay. I mean, I used to be able to easily be able to stay up until 4, 5 a.m. But since having my little one, I find it really tough. I mean, forehand on the line from SWIATEK, backhand on the line from SWIATEK is just missed. So I love 30 here. SWIATEK, could she get broken back? Could Osorio get a break back here? 4-love. There is a chance of a bagel if SWIATEK manages to hold here, of course. But yeah, I used to be able to just like, when I was a bit younger, maybe I'm just really old now. Maybe I'm really old and I'm like, oh, I can't do it anymore. But I think it's the problem about like working. I'm working full-time job and I'm normally working late for that. And then also doing channel stuff in between, then doing channel stuff late and then early morning. I think it's just a lot. A forehand on the line from Osorio is massive. Then goes into our backhand from SWIATEK. Osorio's on the net, drop volley. SWIATEK gets there. Oh, what a backhand. Beautiful movement from the Polish player. And Osorio didn't do much wrong there, honestly. The drop volley I thought was pretty damn good. But SWIATEK's movement is phenomenal. And the way that she moves up on a tennis court is almost predator-like, gazelle-like, I think. It's probably the right way of saying it. And the quick hands at the net there, beautifully done from SWIATEK. Acceleration through her hands are, as I said, almost like the men on tour. Massive into out forehand from SWIATEK. Then comes forward, goes into in. She is at the net. I'm liking the fact that she's at the net more than we have seen from her anyway, say maybe a year ago. And it is 30 all now. She's doing a fantastic job at the moment of attacking effectively and efficiently here. Calculated aggression is like how I like to say. Lexi says, I don't follow my sleeping habit anymore. I sleep when I feel like sleeping already. That's good. I remember Osorio because it's against Layla. There is Cam. Where's Cam? Hmm? Where we go? Oh, forehand from Osorio down the middle. Then goes into in. Forehand cross from Swiatek. Forehand to forehand here. Oh, goes down the line. Clips the net cord. The backhand, though, from Swiatek flies long. So what does that mean? Well, that means Osorio has a chance here to get one break back at least. Oh, thanks, Cam. Oh, very kind of you. Come on, Cam. What a legend. As always, thank you for the gift of memberships. As always, mate. You're very, very kind of you. And yeah, he's a legend, isn't he? And Lexi says, "Thanks, Cam. You're a nice guy." And of course, I'm sure I know he's tearing it up at the Australian Open. Backhand to backhand is sliced from Osorio. Backhand again from Swiatek. Backhand the line from Osorio is massive. Forehand from Swiatek goes long. There's a scream from Osorio to say, "I'm in this. I'm in this." So you better make sure that you don't go anywhere because you guys might be thinking I'm just a sitting duck. I'm not. I'm not. I've got something to say in this match, and uh, she could well be right, to be honest with you, because at the moment she, as I said, isn't playing that badly, honestly. She's just struggled a little bit. She has at times, but generally, she's looked pretty good in terms of how she's been striking the ball anyway. Right, so no Bagel. Could she get a breadstick? Maybe, but she's going to have to try and get the break then again and get that break back. Okay, so question here is. Let's have a look. Where are we? Thanks, Cam. Cam gifted memberships. Where is Gene? Gene? He was gifted one. Yeah, where Gene is? You know what? There's all these people. Tashar, Gene, you're so silent, aren't you? Why are you silent? Hey, get involved in the chat. Anyway, good certainty from Camila, you lurkers. Backhand from Swiatek's good forehand to forehand here now. Goes into out. Backhand from, oh, sorry, it's a lob backhand. Massive forehand from Swiatek. Comes forward, smash opportunity going backwards. Massive smash. What a smash going backwards. Another smash opportunity. Lets it bounce. Swats it away. I mean, that smash as she's pedaling backwards is a really tough shot. She hits it really well, though. I have to say, Osorio's movement, her ability to get across the court is really impressive. She's definitely got an engine on her. She does. She's got a great engine, has Osorio, I have to say. Beautiful stuff. Lexi says, "You know where Jean Jean is?" Dutchie says, "Hi. Hi, Dutchie. How you doing? How you doing?" So I done a tee from Osorio. Oh, little drop shot, not good enough though. Swiatek swats it away down the line. This is what I mean. There's just this inconsistency with the Colombian. She will play a really good point and makes the right decisions for that point, and then she does something like that. And the problem is, if you're going to play that drop shot, it has to be spot on against someone like Swiatek, who is so good at tracking and chasing down drop shots and making you pay for them. And that wasn't good enough. Love 30. So out wide, forehand from Swiatek is decent, but it's a massive forehand from Osorio down the line and swats away the forehand drive volley beautifully behind Swiatek. So 15-30. She's an interesting little player. She really is, Osorio. She really, really is. I'd like to see more of her, to be honest with you. And I would like to see her just, yeah, follow some patterns of play. I feel like she's a little bit all over the place, if I'm being honest with you. She has that kind of raw ability, but maybe not honed in enough. Forehand to forehand here. Then goes into out. Does Osorio Backhand on the stretch from Swiatek, then goes down the line. Forehand cross from the Colombian. That's a bad miss from Swiatek. Just tries to whip it down the line. Finds the tram lines instead. So we are at 31. You can see they're just showing the replay. She's cramped herself there for room. Looked a bit awkward on the forehand side, and that extreme grip. It can look awkward if she doesn't get into the correct position, as does most people's forehands, to be honest, when they're a little bit cramped. So 30. Tries to go out wide, but finds the net. So second serve coming out. Swiatek surely will try to cash in on this second serve return. Second serve into the forehand of Swiatek. Yeah, decent return. Osorio tries actually the right thing. It's down the middle of the court. It sits up quite nicely for Osorio. She tries to go behind Swiatek, but just overcooks the backhand. So guess what? It is 30-40. And it is a breakback opportunity for Swiatek. Crazy. That says, woohoo, I got a membership. You did indeed. You did indeed. Yeah, you did. Look at you, you lucky boy. Served on a tee from Osorio, forehand into out, return from Swiatek, backhand from Osorio down the middle, forehand cross from Swiatek. On the stretch goes Osorio, cross court again. She is being run ragged here, side to side. Swiatek goes into out with the forehand. Oh, it's too good from Iga Swiatek. She does get the break back. It's 5-1. She's going to serve for the set and serve to breadstick the Colombian here. And the Colombian is, as I said, she's got great engine on her. She's moving really well. She's probably making Swiatek play more shots than she would be expected to play against most players on tour. But this level of inconsistency and maybe the quality of ground strokes at times is not really good enough from the Colombian. But the biggest thing for me is the fact that she's not able to string together multiple points. She's not able to string together successful multiple points anyway. Slice serve from Swiatek, then a massive cross-court forehand slice from Swiatek and comes forward to volley. The backhand from Osorio is decent. Try and pass her. Swiatek doesn't do well enough on the volley and kind of, let's have a look. Yeah, she ends up mishitting the volley and it just sits up and Swiatek swats it away in frustration. Now 15. This is the right play, by the way. It is. Just the slice forehand approach, not good enough. Decent depth, but right down the middle. So it gave Osorio time to tee up the passing shot. Let first serve here. She says, heard Cam was giving away memberships. You heard that from me, didn't you? I shouldn't have said anything. Look at you guys just cashing in. It's quite funny. So out wide from Swiatek comes forward, drive forehand, and comes forward again. Osorio. Hold on. Swiatek just let the volley. Oh no, she's let the ball go past her and it's dropped in. And that's how you can tell Swiatek is not really at home at the net. It's something she's clearly trying to work on and she's moving forward. It's the right thing to do. And I just hope that the fact that she's lost a few of these points in the net because of it's just a bad decision to let it go. I hope it doesn't deter her from coming forward because really that's what you want. You want her to come forward and add that to a game. If she adds that to a game, she's going to be unstoppable and have so much in the tool bag to rely upon. Anyway, good serve on the tee from Swiatek. Massive into out forehand for the 1+ shot. Osorio with a short return that's punished from the Polish player. So 15-30 here, and both players really struggling to have comfortable service games. And Swiatek just swat this away now. Just put this set to bed. Serve out wide from the ad side is long. So second serve here. Osorio steps up inside the baseline, interestingly here. Can Swiatek produce one of those trademark kick serves? She can. Backhand Oh, oh dear. Backhand from Osorio into the net, 30 all. Touch says, I'm the most lucky chatter winning Cam's memberships. Yeah, I think it's also. Hold on. Also. Oh, Ashley. Okay, all right. Ashley and Jean and Tashar. But Tashar and Jean and Ashley, all quiet. What's going on, guys? Get involved in the chat. Come on. Also, do remember to that like button, please, if you haven't done so already. Appreciate it. And looks like you're all members now, thanks to Cam. So I don't have to say anything about that. Do subscribe if you're new, but I think you're all already subscribers. Right, here we go. Swiatek goes down the tee. She's missed her spot. The second serve, 30 all here. Oh, there we go. Second serve into the backhand into out. Forehand from Swiatek into the net. Oh, breakpoint opportunity here, and she's just struggling to close this out. That she says, I had to turn mine on to allow gifts. Lol. Yeah, and I think I don't know how easy it is for you guys to accept it, etc. as well. I mean, it seems relatively straightforward, but I don't know. All right, 30-40, breakpoint opportunity here. Second serve. Backhand cross, good depth from Osorio into in forehand from Swiatek comes forward after a short forehand. Smash opportunity, is it? No, oh, so awkward one. She does get lobbed. Backhand from Swiatek. Drop shot from Osorio is not good enough, though. Swiatek will get there, but she's missed. Oh, she's missed the backhand. And I have to say, I thought it wasn't good enough, but I think it was in the end because Swiatek was on the stretch big time for that backhand. The lob was good, really good, but drop shot good enough. And she does manage to get the break back. They trade breaks, 3 breaks traded in a row. And we are now at 5-2. Osorio serving to stay in the set. I mean, Swiatek, if I'm being honest with you, she kept up her level from the first few games. This set would have been wrapped up by now, and she would have got a bagel to her name. Osorio has, as I said, she's played some good points in spurts, but the consistency hasn't really been there. But then you could say the same for Swiatek, especially on the forehand side. He's made a few more errors than we normally expect. I'm wondering how she's feeling on court, to be honest. This says Ashley probably didn't know she got gifted. She should because, well, she's in the chat. So either she's just got the stream open and she's not checking it, which could be the case. But normally, when people have the stream open and they're not actually in the chat, they have headphones in or something and they're listening to the commentary. So if they're listening, then yeah, get involved. Anyway, 87% of you have gone for Swiatek, by the way, to win in the live YouTube poll. What's going on here? New balls. Oh, it should fly, you'd imagine. There's been a couple of comments about the speed of court at the Australian Open. A few people saying that the Australian Open courts are not as quick as they have been in previous years, and obviously it's renowned for being a very fast court and really favouring the attacking style of most players. So out wide from Osorio, tries to go behind Swiatek, forehand cross from the pole, then goes forehand cross again, forehand to forehand here. Down the line goes Swiatek, slice from Osorio, into out forehand from Swiatek's good slice again from Osorio, goes long, now 15. See, that's what I mean. Those are the kind of errors that she needs to cut out. Osorio says regulation slice, and she's gone long with it, and that's the issue. There's been too many errors like that throughout this match, and I think probably throughout her last year, you know, she's ranked what I think 84. She should be ranked higher than that, given her ability. Serve into the forehand of Swiatek on the outside, forehand to forehand here. Świątek doesn't need to play another forehand though, as the ball does go long. So we are at love 30, potentially 2 points away here from the first set. Touchy with the Federer emoji, yeah, exactly. Federer. See, Cam's brave. He's got emojis of his own face. I don't think I'm good looking enough to be able to put emojis on myself, honestly. Put emoji of this, like brushing my hair back like a doll. Second serve, backhand down the middle from Świątek. Good depth. Backhand from Osorio into the net. Oh dear. What's that? Love 40, 3 set points. 3. Three set points for Świątek. Osorio was so happy to get the break back, but she might be a bit annoyed if she gets broken here. And she does. Forehand exchange. Osorio's forehand breaks down. She goes long, 6-2 in the first set. Osorio looks a bit disgusted with herself, and probably because she worked really hard to avoid getting destroyed in that first set, 6-double, 6-1, and was hoping she could give herself a chance, but then to get broken, to then lose a set, it's probably not ideal. Lexi says, I told Ashley already, lol. Where is Ashley? Probably in with Cam, right? But she says, still one membership left to get. So did I, Lexi. Well, maybe we tell everyone from Cam Stream to come over here, like the video, then go back to Cam Stream. Don't know if Cam would care, to be honest with you. He's got so many people watching, he probably wouldn't even notice, to be honest. He wouldn't even notice. Let's see, Cam's ripping it up. I love it. I think I'm going to guess he's got 600 people watching. No, he's got 1,000 people watching. Wow. In the chat, beautiful. Look at that. 1K. That is fantastic. Genuinely fantastic. Right, so big question here is, can Świątek kind of find a little bit more consistency than she did in the first set and wrap this up in a pretty quick 2-setter like a lot of people might have expected from her? I think she has gone to have a bathroom break, upon the looks of it. Could be wrong. Sorry, by the way, in a purple top and a white skirt with the white hat, and Świątek in a white textured patterned top with grey shorts. And she's gone to the bathroom, and chair umpire sorting something out for Osorio. Osorio with a really, she's got a very wide smile. She seems like a very happy person and player. It really does. If I was Osorio, I'd be practicing a serve while I'm waiting, because, in all honesty, she hasn't made as many first serves as she'd like. Talking to her box, probably about, come on, give me some tips. What's this doing the second set? How do I beat this woman? It'll be interesting to see if she's able to cause Świątek any problems in the second set. Right, let's have a quick look at the stats. No aces for anyone. 81%. Świątek, 62%. 62% is, okay. 62%. Oh, that can't be right. Look at this. First points won. What? 19%. She's only won 3 out of 16 first serve points won in the first set. Oh, that's a shocker for Osorio. That is a shocker. 19%. That's bad. Second serve points won 50%. Okay. When it's on for Osorio, 6-7, 7-7 for Świątek. Okay, look, I'm going to be honest with you. So that's not too bad. I mean, you can see here Świątek, she's trying to come forward. 7 out of 12 net points won, 58%, fine. I mean, that's not too bad, but that's because she's been trying to come forward to the net. I know she'll be disappointed with that stat, but that doesn't matter because she's just not naturally comfortable at the net yet, but she'll get there. Who's this one for sure? Tsitsipas. It's Tsitsipas. Yeah, can't you recognize? Katya says, hey and hello. Liked in you guys out. Hey, Katya, thank you. Appreciate it. Katya, hello. This is Lexi. Wow, this is Dutchy. Dutchy looks like Sitsi. Yeah, exactly. Lexi, Cam is promoting your channel for sure. Yeah, Cam's pretty good. Serve into the forehand of Osorio. Forehand on the line from the... Oh, that's a massive forehand from the Colombian. Right into the corner. And the backhand from SWIATEK doesn't make its way with the net. And not surprisingly, because it's a rocket of a forehand from the dynamite Colombian. And she's got power. She does pack a punch, but it's a little bit inconsistent. And that stat of, what was it, 16% of first serve points won? Anyway, serve out wide from SWIATEK, backhand from Osorio into the net. And she's saying, come on, I can do better there. And she's right. And that's the problem. Those little mistakes make a big, big difference. If you end up missing those consistently. Katya says it's so mellow here. Sometimes I need that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, Cam is just like crazy, right? Because he's so he's done so well with the channel that there's just so many people in there, so many different people as well. It's intense, but I'm sure intense in a good way though. Massive forehand from SWIATEK into out, not good enough from Osorio there, and it is a balancing act because she's either ends up going pretty big, close to the lines, or deep into corners. Or if she goes down the middle, she gets punished by SWIATEK, who then utilizes the angles. So it's a difficult one, right? She needs to find a middle ground. Yeah, 19% it was in that first set. 3 out of 16 points won by in first serve. Anyway, forehand down the line from Osorio again. She tries to go big. She has made it. So 30-all. This is Lexi Dutch put up a pick, not sure, so tiny, but best bet. It is Tsitsipas. You're right. It is Tsitsipas. It is. You're hitting my boyfriend, Stefanos. Yeah. Oh, poor Kasparud, eh? Anyway, good serve from SWIATEK. Slice from Osorio into in forehand from SWIATEK, clips the net cord, then goes forehand on the line. Massive forehand. Slice from Osorio. It's a defensive one, though. Forehand again down the line from SWIATEK as she comes forward to the net. Goes drive volley into the backhand corner. Beautiful. 40-30. Dutch says, I had Cam on and I was watching the rain at Bianca's court. Dutchy, nah, Lexi, I know he's yours, Lexi. Dutchy, are you I don't even know, actually. Male, female, or anything in between? It's hard to know by name sometimes, isn't it? So out wide from SWIATEK, backhand cross from the pole into in. Forehand cross from Osorio, forehand to forehand now. Oh, that's really good from the Colombian. Drag SWIATEK out with some heavy topspin forehands cross court. And the spin means that SWIATEK's having to find something pretty special from behind the baseline, and Osorio then flattens it out beautifully to go to juice. All right, serve on the tee, backhand from Osorio into the corner, into the forehand corner of SWIATEK. Then goes down the line, though, the pole beautifully placed into. Oh, that is unreal. I have to say, that is fantastic because that's a beautiful forehand from SWIATEK. The forehand on the line to set up the winner is unreal. Unreal. And whips it beautiful shape and topspin. And I have to say, that forehand has improved so much. I mean, it's such a weapon now. Serve out wide from Swiatek into the backhand of Osorio. The return's not great. Swiatek, though, then overcooks the into-out forehand. Not good. Not good. Dutch says, nah, Lexi. Tsitsipas is yours. I haven't seen Stefanos yet. I'm feeling, by the way, hello, my chat name was my cat's name. Ah, interesting. The Dutchie is your cat's name, is it? Second serve from Swiatek. Backhand in the middle, into our forehand from Osorio, then goes into win. Forehand from Swiatek into the net. Breakpoint opportunity in the opening game of this second set. Swiatek looked like she was going to be okay and just hold pretty comfortably, but in the end, it could end up resulting in a break instead. Yahoo! Thanks, Cam. Ah, did you get the last gifted membership? Did you? Did you? Let's have a look. Oh, you did. Wow, very good. Congrats, Katya. Thanks for clarifying. Lassie. Do you still have cats? What was my cat's name? He passed away in 2010. Oh, sorry to hear that. Wow, so 12 years ago. That's a fair amount of time, eh? Second serve, backhand from Osorio. Into in forehand from Swiatek. Then goes down the line. Swiatek, that's a very ambitious shot, but she has made it. Then goes backhand cross. Osorio on the back foot here, well behind the baseline. Swiatek is stepping in here into out forehand. Then goes into in. And she gets very, very fortunate. She clips top of the net cord. It just trickles over. And I have to say that, interestingly, Swiatek very tentative to come forward to the net. And I imagine it's because of the success rate she had in the first set. Now, I don't think she should stop coming forward. I think she should come forward when the opportunity arises. It's the only way that she's going to improve at the net is by doing that. And against opponents, and again, no offense at all to someone like Osorio, but these are the perfect matches to implement that and really hone her craft on it. But anyway, good serve out wide from the juice side into the forehand of Osorio, wins the rally, and the slice from the Colombian drifts long, and that's been the case in a few instances. Osorio slicing her backhand long, and she's not actually under much pressure there. She's got time. It's not like she's hitting it as a very, very defensive shot. It's more a choice to hit the slice in that position, and she's put it long, and that's just pretty unforgivable, honestly. Anyway, game point. Kicks her out wide, and the backhand from Osorio goes long, and she swats away the ball in a little bit of frustration. Swiatek does hold in the end, saving a break point. 1-love in this second set. She says, no cats since mine passed. No cats allowed in my apartment. Oh, okay, interesting. My cat's name is Monkey. We got him during the Pokemon explosion. Hey? What do you mean? Are you talking about what Pokemon explosion? I'm confused. Maybe I'm not down with the kids anymore, eh? Too old. I keep on saying I'm old. I'm not that old. I'm 28, so well, depends on how young you guys are, to be honest. Katya says my last kitty left on Christmas Eve 2014. Meow how. Is Monkey a Pokemon character? I didn't know that. Oh, Mankey. Oh, I read it as Monkey. Oh my gosh. You can tell that it's 1 a.m. Okay, Mankey, yeah. I know Mankey's a Pokemon. I used to love Pokemon as a kid, to be fair. Yeah. Haven't watched it for probably 20, no, not 20 is a bit of an exaggeration. 18, 9, no, 17 years maybe. 17 years, I'd say. It says, but mostly a dog's person, husky and manly might big dogs. Okay, yeah, very interesting. So love 15 here, and SWIATEK telling people to sit down, or well, the chair umpire has done so anyway. It's a good serve down the tee from the ad side from OSORIO, and the forehand is whipped into the net. 15-0. Whoops, did same. Excuse me. Excuse me. Who are you guys backing for Raducanu versus Goff later, by the way? It's a fantastic match, isn't it? Forehand's forehand, and SWIATEK's forehand is the first to break down. So 30-15, she shanks it wide. Interesting. But yeah, Raducanu Goff, I'm pretty unsure on who wins that. Raducanu looked pretty good in the first round. If she hadn't, I'd be pretty strong on Goff, but I feel like anyone can win that, honestly. Hopefully it's a good one. Forehand's forehand here. Very loopy forehand in the middle from OSORIO, but we are still in the rallies. Backhand to backhand, sliced out from the Colombian. Backhand from SWIATEK, very good depth, but very good defensive backhand from OSORIO, and deflects it beautifully down the line. Drop shot from the Colombian isn't good enough, but it's good enough to win the point because SWIATEK gets there, but she goes backhand cross, and OSORIO reads it and stands her ground and just slices into the open court. Beautiful. I think SWIATEK does predominantly go cross court in those situations, and maybe a little bit productive. Sorry, productive, a little bit predictive even. Oh, if I can speak, a little bit predictable, sorry, even in that instance. Good serve out wide from OSORIO, dragging SWIATEK out. It's a slice forehand, and SWIATEK drags the return wide, so 1-1. Coco says Dutchy, cough, cough, cough. Don't think Emma is healthy enough. Oh, really? Okay. But she looked okay in the first round, no? No. Next says, who is Emma up against? What about Emma? Emma's up against Coco Gauff. Raducanu is playing Coco Gauff later today. So for us, Lexi, it will be 8 a.m. 8 a.m. That's the issue, right? So the timings are kind of sod's law, really, because I'd love to cover it, but timing wise, it's actually perfect in terms of I can get some sleep. But the problem is it won't finish before I start working, and I have meetings at like 9 a.m. and I'm like, great. So it'd be good if I didn't have any meetings and I could just do it and then be a bit cheeky, start work a bit later, and then it's fine. But it's what it is. 15 love. Serve into the net from SWIATEK. Second serve coming up. Also, I don't know if you guys know about Brain Game Tennis, but Craig O'Shaughnessy was on our Wild West Tennis podcast this week. So check it out if you're interested as well. Second serve from SWIATEK, backhand from OSORIO, forehand from the Colombians, or forehand on the line from SWIATEK as OSORIO slices long again. That's happened a lot on the backhand. This time she is under pressure on the backhand side, but again, there's no real reason to slice that long. We're also doing our day roundups as well. So we try to round up all of the days play within 10 minutes. So all the days play on the men's and women's side, a little bit of analysis as well, and then give our predictions and popcorn matches for the day after, including also giving you guys my best performer of the day as well. So, or star player of the day. Yeah, we try to do it in 10 minutes or less, around about that time. So it's good fun. Whiz through it, and it's a good wrap up of the day. That says Coco Pops. So out wide from OSORIO, backhand from Raducanu, because we were talking about Raducanu. From OSORIO into the net, 40-15 SWIATEK. And she does have 2 game points. Big question is, can SWIATEK win this tournament? Because her draw is pretty damn tough. I went for Sabalenka. What do you guys think? Who have you been backing to win from before the tournament started? Who are you guys going for? And even after watching the first rounds, who are you backing? Forehand to forehand, and then Swiatek is almost in crouch moding that forehand in the middle, and Osorio doesn't cash in and make Swiatek count, or doesn't make Swiatek pace, or even forehand from Osorio goes long. So 2-1 Swiatek. We are still on serve, but the pole does nudge in front. Not playing her best tennis by any stretch of the imagination, but it's been enough. And I think Osorio has been a little bit inconsistent as well, and it has ended up meaning that, as usual, and pretty much normal service, Swiatek is getting the job done. Oh, this is interesting. Maria Sakkari has lost the first set to Diana Schneider, and she is 3-love up in the second set, but that's a massive upset if she were to lose that, of course. Yannick Sinner is a set and 5-1 up. Also, what's going on? Is it raining in Australia, or is it still the heat warning? Because the roof is closed, right? So there's not many matches going on right now. I think it's only the three. I think maybe are there three roofs? Katia says, "Eager, she's steady." Yeah, that's a very, very good way of putting it. I think she's being a steady Eddie at the moment, isn't she? She's kind of doing enough to win at the moment, but not playing her best. That's for sure. But the great players are able to play their best and still win, right? Don't you think it's raining? Oh, they can't catch a break, can they? First of all, it was extreme heat. Now it's extreme rain, or just rain. Forehand of the line from Swiatek. Slice goes long, so 15-love Osorio, and there's a fist bump from the Colombian. So, I mean, the first point of the service game was pretty crucial, so I don't blame her for the fist bump. Forehand into the middle of the box. Whoa. Serve into the middle of the box, sorry. And Swiatek swats it away with beautiful power and precision on the forehand return. $15-all. Actually, it's the UK reign at the Australian Open. Yeah, maybe. Forehand in the middle from Swiatek. Forehand from Osorio is wild. Wild forehand into the tram lines. She's in trouble now because 15-30. I could see her getting broken here, honestly. Yeah, in the UK, it's been raining a lot. In fact, in the UK, it suddenly got really cold. It was in double digits about a week ago, and now it's like -4. And it's in the minus throughout the whole of this week. Crazy. Anyway, back down the line from Swiatek. Forehand in the middle from Osorio. Then forehand again from Swiatek right into the forehand corner of Osorio. Goes down the line. Backhand lob from the Colombian. She's chasing down all these balls. Beautiful defensive work from the Colombian. And she does scream, and I'll tell you why. Because Swiatek has missed the forehand on the line. She's gone into the net. Beautiful defensive work. She worked really hard in that point. And nothing super short for Swiatek to come in behind. And it means that in the end, Swiatek makes the mistake. Like says, no wonder players are getting sick, too much heat and then the rain. Yeah, maybe. The following weather looks good out of that heat craze. Fair enough. Yeah, it's cooled down, isn't it? Or will cool down after the rain passes. Backhand on the stretch from Swiatek. Then tries to pass Osorio at the net. And she doesn't, but it's good enough because the volley doesn't make its way over the net. So 30-40 breakball opportunity here for Iga Swiatek. A chance to go 3-1 up. That's the thing. Both these players, it's good to see them come forward to the net and try and transition well, but the transitioning just isn't, you can just see it's not natural at all for either player. Swiatek, the fact that she's even coming forward, I think is a big plus. And the Yeah, her game will come along. That's for sure. It will come along. Oh. Oh dear, that's a very tame way to end that game. A double fault. She clips top of the net cord and it drifts wide. 3-1 and no celebration or nothing, absolutely nothing from the crowd because it's just, I think, an embarrassing way really to get broken and a bit unfortunate as well. But anyway, Rafa. Rafa Iga Swiatek. Such a joke. Iga Swiatek is 3-1 up in the second set. Leg says, I'm glad I can manage both the extreme heat and cold, but my nose bled like 3 times already this year. There you go, 3-1. Let first serve. There you go. 3-1 up here. 3 games away from the win, of course, is Iga Swiatek. Okay. Serving to forehand of Osorio. Forehand again from Swiatek. Beautifully placed. Great angle from the middle of the court there. That's so good. Great topspin. Great placement. Just swatted away. Lexi says, getting exhausted most likely. Katya's talking about. Katya says are they getting sick? So that wide slice from right here we go. 30 love. Also says forehand heaviness. 7.6 for Swiatek, 6.4 for Osorio, and what's the tour average? That's all I want to know. Yeah, I can imagine. Dutchy said I get the hot/cold sickness over here in Canada. Yeah, the problem is as well when it's super cold, you put the heating on, and then you get nice and toasty and warm, and you go outside and it's freezing, and that's not good for you either. And also, yeah, it dries out your skin more as well. But yeah, 40 love Swiatek. She is cruising through this service game so far. She's looking to go 4-1 up. All right. So that wide backhand cross from Osorio, backhand down the line from Swiatek. Again goes down the line with the backhand. Forehand into the net from Osorio. 4-1. She is 2 games away from a third round matchup. And Swiatek is up. What's this music? Game duration was 1 minute 43 seconds. And there's some very festive music or festival music playing anyway. Okay. Okay. So apparently it's still raining. Oh, what's going on here? Yep, little girls with ponchos on outside. Interesting. Alrighty. So none of you think Raducanu has a chance then, right? That's the drift I'm getting from when I asked earlier. Who are you guys backing for the men and women's? What are you guys predicting are going to be the winners for both? Let me know. I'm intrigued. Ooh, backhand from Osorio is good. Forehand is miles long though. Oh dear. All right, 1-4 here. Love 15. Backhand, another line from Osorio. Forehand cross on Świątek is in. Forehand on the stretch from Osorio. That's very, very, very ambitious, and she misses it. Love 30. She could be in trouble here because she gets broken. This match could be over very, very soon. Because she's served for the set and for the match, of course. All right, so okay, says it would be wild to do some commenting in a rap style. Yos. Oh no, I'm not even gonna try that. That you're trying to bait me into doing that, Katya, I know. But I end up embarrassing myself. Yo, sorry about to serve. First serve into the net, second serve coming up. I don't know, man. I've never ever rapped in my life. Dudley says no outside matches until 1:30 p.m. Australia. I think that's Australia time, I'm assuming. So double fault from Osorio. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There you go. 3 breakpoint opportunities here. This has been a pretty poor second set from the Colombian. Backhand cross from Świątek. Drop shot. That is not going to be good enough. Świątek does get there. It's a lob. Smash is put away. She does break. There's a very, very, very small and muted fist bump. She's 5-1 up. She's going to serve for the set here and serve to Breadstick, the Colombian, who has, as I said, played well in spurts, but the consistency is really not there to challenge someone like Świątek. Keta says, won't predict till later, keeping it under my cuff for now. Yo, yes. Yo. Not really will push Cam into that. What did you think of the one line I did? Was it any good? Canadian TV has 11 channels that have the Australian Open on. Wow, that's really cool. Impressive. You got it, Lexi. Świątek serving for the match. She's hitting aces. She's smashing forehands. Domination is what she's about. Oh, I don't know, man. This is late. Why am I trying this? Why am I trying this? I've really taken it as a challenge, but I concede. Second serve. Forehand from Osorio. Forehand again. Slice. Oh, it's not good enough. Świątek goes behind Osorio. She's just struggling to keep up in the forehand exchanges, and then ends up slicing. Świątek comes forward and just expertly swats it away behind Osorio. Need a stretch, coach. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. 15 winners for Świątek, 9 for Osorio. Interesting. So I don't see forehand in the middle from Osorio, backhand down the middle from Świątek, backhand again from Osorio, this time cross court, then goes down the line. Forehand cross from Świątek, drags Osorio out wide, try and drag her again, but not enough angle on that forehand. Sits up nicely for the Colombian. She goes down the line, and a muted fist bump from the Colombian player. Clips the tram line. It's a well-struck forehand. Looks to her box and goes, yeah, not bad. Yeah, I can hit that. And that was a pretty good winner, right? Oh, need a street coach. Oh, mate. Katya, I tell you what, this is my tiredness seeping through. First it was monkey earlier on, and now street. Gosh. Either that or I've suddenly become dyslexic overnight. Second serve. Forehand from Osorio down the middle. Backhand from Świątek is not good enough. And again, Osorio swats the forehand down the line for a clean winner. Forehand really firing in the last few points, and Świątek not giving the answer needed to stop the powerful Colombian. 15:30. Surely there won't be another twist of the tail. So that wide backhand. Yeah, there you go. Osorio into the net, 30 all. Because there's no problems. You're perfectly delirious. You know what? Past midnight, I pretty much am, to be honest. You know what happens actually? I feel like there's like an initial there's like stages of sleepiness, I think, or just with me, the stages past midnight, and I'll talk about it in a second because Swiatek's just serving. Goes down the tee. She's just missed it. It's a second serve. If I was Swiatek, I'd go second serve into her backhand, but knowing her, she will go into the body or forehand. No, she goes into the backhand. Forehand cross. Oh, she gets lucky with the net cord. It drops over, but actually ends up being quite nice for Osorio. Sits up pretty well for her, and she just dinks it down the line into the open court. And it is 30-40, so it is a breakpoint opportunity for the Colombian. Intriguing. Oh. Dutchy says, got Tim Hortons coffee and donuts your way. That'll keep you up. Well, the donuts will make you fall asleep, though, Dutchy, to be fair. The coffee, maybe. Although coffee doesn't really work on me. I don't know what it is. Actually makes me more sleepy. So weird, right? It's caffeine. Or backhand to backhand exchange after a kick serve from Swiatek, and then she finishes it off with a backhand on the line. The return from, sorry, just a bit short. Swiatek steps in, takes it well within the baseline. Beautiful shape on it. So we are at juice. Yeah, so my stages are initially I'll be a bit tired. I feel a bit sleepy. Say, like, for example, I started the stream, I was like, I'm feeling a bit sleepy. And then I'll push through it to like, okay, I feel okay. I'm like settled relatively. Forehand on the line from Swiatek after a slice first serve. Backhand on the line from Osorio is an absolute bullet. Wow. She's fighting hard till the end. I'm liking it. Advantage, Osorio. And then I get to a stage, which probably about an hour, maybe 2 hours in, an hour and a half in, where I will just push through it. And then I'm so tired, but I then just become really alert. My body's like, okay, well, you're not going to go to sleep. So, you know what? Here's like survival mode, and just suddenly become really alert. Second serve out wide, backhand from Osorio cross court. We're going forehand, and a massive forehand on the line from Swiatek. Osorio makes Swiatek play another forehand. Oh, she's missed it. Oh, she's blazed it wide. Osorio trying to get the crowd behind her. She's like, yeah, come on. And she's just broken Swiatek, who was serving for the match. And the crowd is getting behind her. It's funny, the crowd is cheering her on and she's smiling. I think she knows that it's just a matter of time until she loses, but she is fighting hard. And Swiatek, not being as professional as she normally would be. I mean, if she was playing the way that we would expect her to play, even, she would probably have won 6-love, 6-1 by now, even 6-love, 6-2 maybe. But yeah, I mean, it'd be well over by now. Let's see the stats, by the way, for the second set. She hasn't won a single second serve point. Oh, man. I'm loving her serve stats. They're hilarious. That's so funny. When the 3 out of 16 points won for first serve, points won the first set is one of the best. It's a GOAT stat that I'll remember for a long time. That's for sure. Next is I love Tim Hortons. So, yeah, there is one. There's a couple. I think there's 2 central London, which I live in a suburb in London, so it's not too far, but I mean, I wouldn't be able to go there, and like it's not around the corner or anything. Lexi, that's the Canadian coffee brand. Katia, tea with milk or hot chocolate with milk makes me sleepy. Yeah. Tim Hortons tea is good. Yeah. Lexi, who's in your pick after your name? Mine looks like Alcaraz. Yours is Alcaraz. And Lexi's is Roger Federer. Roger Federer. Don't know why I'm saying like that, but anyway. No, it's not Rafa, Lexi. It's Federer. What's wrong with people's eyes? For an line from Swiatek. Are you guys looking on your phones? If so, then I forgive you. Forehand to forehand. And Swiatek goes long. 15 love. Yeah, it's Roger. Yeah, definitely. 100%. Yeah. Forehand to forehand here. Goes cross court again. Drags Osorio out. And she just sliced wide. 15 all. Okay, it says Coolio. I thought it was Roger. That's Roger, says Lexi. Yep. Roger says Dutchy. Lexi says, I want Stefanos Pisani. You've already had Stefanos because he was your second month. Roger, I think, is 5 months plus. So you've got the GOAT status now with the Roger Federer. Actually, I don't think he's the last one, is he? I'm not sure. Forehand to forehand. It changes each month, basically. Oh, good forehand on the line from Swiatek, then goes in to win. Slice from Osorio. Oh, beautiful from Swiatek down the line. 15-30. No, actually, I think it's Roger, then Novak, then Rafa, I think is the last one. I could be wrong. But you can, Lexi, you can not change, you can't change that, but you can use the Stefanos emoji in the live chat. Is he one? I think he is. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, he is one. Yeah, that's Stefanos there. I'll put him in the. There you go. I'll spam him in the chat just for you, Lexi. Forehand from Swiatek clips the net cord. I have to say the net cords have actually not been helpful for Swiatek when she's hit them recently. Anyway, massive forehand from Osorio into out, and it is 30 all. She's hanging in there. Okay, says Roger Rafa. Either way, awesome. Yeah. So that's why it says Lexi. Yeah. Indeed. Yeah, massive. She's just enjoying it at the moment, isn't she? That's nice to see. She's enjoying it. Third on the tee from the backhand from Lexi goes into the net. I just said Lexi, didn't I? Lexi, apparently you're on court. Osorio Swiatek goes into the net. So 40-30. She's got a game point here. Hello. Third on the tee forehand from Swiatek, then goes into out. She's made it. Great forehand. Then goes into out again, comes forward for the volley. Oh, volleying needs to improve. It's not an easy one, to be fair. It's at ankles, but she just kind of hands are all over the place. She's not transitioned particularly well. There's a big fist bump to her box. It's 5-3. And Swiatek will try and serve again for the match. She failed at her first attempt. Can she close it out now? I don't use it because I thought it was Zverev. No, Zverev isn't one of them, I don't think. Let me just check. No, so you've got Tsitsipas, second one's Novak, third one's Rafa, fourth one's Alcaraz, fifth is Medvedev, and sixth is Federer. So yeah, that's one of the member perks is those emojis. And I need to upload some more actually. I think, although I don't know if I think it's only a limit so far. But I wonder if they've increased it recently because it'd be good to add more. Add some more players. Add some more funny bits as well. Anyway, good serve from Swiatek. Short return from Osorio, and then Swiatek sorts it away. Also, one of the biggest member perks is being able to give suggestions for videos. So videos you'd like to see, and then normally I implement them as well, as long as they're like as long as they are reasonable requests and I think they're a good idea, then normally they get put forward. So like Lexi suggested the contender profiles for Grand Slams. So I started to do it at the US Open last year, did it for the Australian Open this year as well. They're pretty good. Swiatek, what is she doing? She's really struggling here. Just close it out. She's normally so clinical. So good serve out wide, dragged Osorio out, and then it opened up the forehand on the line, and she missed it again. She's missed it again. Yeah, guys, this is that Sitsi emoji is rapturous. So energetic. Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's an energetic man. You hear him talking in Australian lingo after his first round win. Typical Tsitsipas. She just tried to go for a drop shot. That is a Did she miss that? Hey, what's happened there? I'm really okay. That was. Why is it so silent? Yeah. So okay. So she did make her serve. I think Osorio just tried to drop shot her. It's not a very good attempt at it. SWIATEK just puts it away. Osorio doesn't even move. Bizarre point. I mean, it was almost like it was a let or a fault because very inactive Osorio on the other side of the court, and then the crowd just no reaction. Kicks her into the backhand from the outside. The backhand return goes long, 40-15. She's got 2 match points. Finally for her, it's been dragged out longer than I think expected and needed, I would say as well. The SWIATEK's like, come on then, let's do this. Let's get this done. Wrap it up. Oh, first serve. Goes into the body, let first serve. I reckon she'll just go out wide to the forehand. I think she'll play it safe. Here we go. SWIATEK goes. No, into the backhand in the end, down the line. Down the tee, sorry, you in forehand. Down the line goes Osorio. Backhand to backhand here. Again, down the line goes Colombian. Swats that way. They SWIATEK nicely. On the stretch goes forehand in the middle. Backhand to backhand now. Great depth from both players. Forehand cross into the net, though, from SWIATEK. Breaks down. That's 1 match point saved by Osorio. SWIATEK just, I mean, she's really struggling to close it out. Osorio is fighting. I definitely get that, but SWIATEK needs to be a bit more clinical here. A little bit passive from the back of the court. Here we go. 40-30 match point. Out wide to the backhand. Yep. Kick serve out wide to the backhand. Good return though. Backhand cross from Osorio. Backhand to backhand now. SWIATEK goes down the line. Oh, and she seals it with a beautiful backhand down the line. She wins 6-2, 6-3 in what's she doing? Oh, I thought she wanted to challenge, I think. She put her hand up as if to challenge, but obviously it's automatic line judges, so there's no challenging at all. And it's been a pretty good performance. Not her best by any stretch of the imagination, but she didn't need it. She's that good. She can cruise through some of these matches. And the biggest thing for her, though, is the fact that she's made it through. There will be better performances and harder matches on the horizon. So how she does in those, I think, is going to be the biggest indicator. Sinner, by the way, 2 sets love up and a break. So the Italian doing pretty well. Zachary, oh no, she was 3 love up. It's now 4-3 back on serve. She does have a break point, though. 4-3 advantage. She needs to break again because we'll just get the top of the net cord, and she does break because Schneider basically slips. Oh dear. 5-3. Anyways, good win for SWIATEK. And she marches on. Yeah, thank you very much, guys, and thank you to Katia as well, and Lexi and Dutchy. Great to have you guys in the chat. And who else was here? I guess Tushar as well is in the chat, although he's quiet. Same with Ashley. Same with Jean. Much appreciated. We'll see you guys later. Most likely we won't do another stream for day 3, but we should be doing at least, I would say, 2 streams for day 4, most likely, and then we'll also be doing obviously a day 3 roundup. So check that out if you're interested, and I'll most likely do some previews as well for day 4 matches, potentially some post-match analysis for Golf Radicani, because I'm going to try and watch that whole match. Lexi says thanks for Zon, no problem. Dutch says thanks for the stream, sleep on, no problem at all. Thank you very much, Dutchy, appreciate it. I'll see you on another fam. What are you streaming next for Zon? So most likely you'll be streaming 2 matches tomorrow. I imagine one of them will be Djokovic, and the other, I'm not sure actually. Hopefully a WTA match would be good, but let's have a look. Because thing is, the schedule for tomorrow hasn't come out, or has it? I doubt it would have, right? Also, the schedules are messed up because of the rain, so not sure what's going on there. So Djokovic is playing no one at the moment. What? Katia says thanks, son. You could do sound therapy. You could do sound therapy for people. Are you trying to say that I can put people to sleep? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Katia? I can put people to sleep. Alex says I tried to check them out. I fly out in 7 hours. How long is your flight back to Manila? It must be quite long, right? Must be. I'm just watching the Sakari match, by the way. She's 5-3 up in the second set. She lost the first set 6-3. Oh, she's got 2 break points though after a very dodgy net call. Oh dear. Net cords are even. Dutchy says Nole's matches are nap time for me. Oh, shade thrown. Katia says see y'all soon. See y'all soon too. Thanks for tuning in, as always. I thought, hold on. I thought Djokovic was supposed to play tomorrow, but they're not. Tsitsipas is playing at 9:30 as well. Maybe there's playing at 8 as well. Interesting, yeah. ASMR. Don't know what that means. Travel safe, Lexi. Long for Zan. Long for enough by everybody. Like 16 hours. Oh my gosh. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. You need more sleep than me. You should be getting some sleep, Lexi. If I was you, although I guess you can sleep on the flight. If you're one of those people that can sleep on flights, then that's probably a dream. And you could sleep throughout it, which is ideal, right? Shade on shade for me, lols Dutchy. Indeed, shade on shade. Yeah, I mean tomorrow's schedule hasn't been released, so once it has been, we'll confirm it and hopefully get people involved. I'll do one stream. I'm sure we can get someone else from the team to do another stream, and then also, who knows, maybe even get a third if we're lucky. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. And yeah, as I said, match previews and post-match analysis should be out as well, and the roundup for the day. So yeah, should be a lot of content coming out as always. Lex says, yeah, I'll sleep on the plane. So you can come to calendar. Yeah, indeed. Cool. Thanks very much, guys. Stay safe and well. We'll see you on the next stream / video / in the comment section, because we all love a comment section, don't we? I love people's opinions as always. No, but into alpha state, which is good for nerves, for our nervous system. Okay. I like it. Sleep alpha son. I will try. I will try.